There seems to be a common theme as of lately that I've noticed on a lot of others' videos, and it has to do with lies and how people treat one another. And I mean, there's a lot of validity to that, but I'm going to explain my position, and that is that as I finish up my work on this channel, um, I strive very, very avidly to treat other people with dignity and respect. And I've not mistreated anybody. I mean, of course, unless I've had to like defend myself from something. But I have been nothing but good to people, especially my subscribers, and I've never mistreated anybody. And I don't lie about other people. I have no reason to do that. And I don't like being lied to or lied on or any of those other sorts of things. And I just wanted to make it clear that I'm not a Bible teacher. I'm not some watchman. I'm not some pretentious title that I award myself with. I'm just a amateur researcher, and I analyze information and put it together to form a bigger picture. And I've not done anything wrong to anybody. I'm strictly here to help others. And you know because I don't like being lied to and you know cast aside when I haven't deserved such a thing. And I'm not here to bully anybody or belittle anybody or you know insult anybody. That's not what this is about. But this is just an affirmation of my position that I take, and that is to treat everybody with dignity and respect. Because we're all adults here. We're all adults here. And I'm not out to do anybody any type of harm. And I especially don't like being lied to. And lying, as I've noticed in a lot of other people's videos, is very, very harmful to others. You don't want to character assassinate anybody. You don't want to do any harm to anybody that isn't deserving of it. And as I ride out the rest of my time here on the tubes, all I'm doing here is reaffirming my position that I don't want any part of any, high school BS or drama. I'm not taking anybody's side in anything. But I strongly believe in adhering to the word insofar as it, relates to how we treat each other, because that's what it's there for. You love your neighbor as yourself, and you love God before you love everything else. I mean, I'm just talking about commandments here. And you don't want to mistreat anybody, because you never know when you might need somebody, and vice versa. I mean, you need to be really, really careful how you treat others. And really, as I finish up my project, I'm going to be sticking to myself. I'm going to be sticking to myself. I don't want to hear about any kind of squabbling between anybody, especially people I'm on good terms with. People I'm on good terms with. I don't want any part of it. I just want to finish what I'm doing, and I just want to make it known that people should always be honest with each other. People should always be real and authentic with each other, and keep in the back of your mind that any type of lying or cheating or whatever else does real harm to other people. It does real harm to other people. And people that go out of their way to treat other people with dignity shouldn't be treated in such a way. And I'm very serious about that. I never, ever, I've never come on here and just outright attacked anybody. I've never done that. Nobody's ever seen me done that, unless it was to defend myself, like in the case of, shills or whatever else, and everybody has a right to defend themselves, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I have never got up here and just openly attacked anybody. I've never done that. Nobody's ever seen me do that, unless, again, there's some kind of a shill or something. But, I believe in the golden rule insofar as how people treat each other, because that all goes back to what the word says as it relates to such, and we're all adults here. We should all be acting like adults, and we should all be respectful of one another. I hate even having to come up here and do this, but I'm reaffirming that I don't want any part of any types of squabbling. Again, especially when it involves people I'm on good terms with. I understand that people are going to have disagreements. They're not going to see eye to eye, and that's okay. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with simple disagreements. Everybody has their own beliefs and convictions, and they hold true to those. But we have to remember at the end of the day, we go by the word and what it says in the word, and we have to be respectful towards each other. We have to treat each other with dignity and respect, because everybody deserves a certain measure of dignity and respect. So, again, my position is that, I hate even having to come up here and even do this. Really didn't even want to. Because it should go without saying that, these are correct ways to, view things and how we treat one another. But again, I'm going to be finishing my project, and I'm going to be off the tubes because the tubes are getting volatile, and I don't have time for it. I really don't. I just want to do what I need to do, and then I want to get off, and then I'll be done. And then there will be a mountain, a virtual treasure trove of resources here for people to do whatever they like with, to use to their own benefit. But, I'm just simply stating my position that I've always held. And because I've noticed the theme of a lot of these videos having to do with lies and things like that, that is a very serious thing. And it's very damaging. It's very damaging. I'm just speaking in general terms. And just in general, lying is very damaging to others. And people should keep that in mind at all times. So, I'm making it known that I am completely neutral. I have nothing to do with any of whatever is going on out there. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. I just want to do what I need to do and then get off the tubes. That's it. That's all. So, I hope everybody is doing well tonight. And, hey, everybody. Hey, Mary and Bang Bang and Angry Scandinavian, Tommy and Miss Yeshua's Trumpet and Brogan, yes, I'm glad to see everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, and you know what? That's that's right, Mary. I'm just simply stating that lies are very damaging and nobody should be lying on others or lying to others even. Nobody should be lying, period. Nobody should be lying. Lies are damaging. I didn't even really want to make this, but I felt, hey, Grandma Deb, I felt like, perhaps it was a good way to, throw in my 2 cents on the subject. I really, I wish people didn't do the certain types of things that they do to one another, especially unjustly. It's unjust to lie to others because people don't deserve to be lied to. And I've, all I'm going to say is I've been affected and I don't like it. And I am pretty distraught over it. Pretty distraught. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it at all. And I'm not going to elaborate because that's not what I came up here to do. I've just making it known that lying can have disastrous consequences, consequences that affect others. And it's something that people should be mindful of at all times. It's part of how we treat one another with dignity and respect. Nobody should be lying to anybody or on anybody for that matter. We should all be adults. We should all treat each other with dignity and respect. And it's easy as that. It's that easy. And that's all I really have to say about it. I don't want any part of whatever might be going on. I don't want any part of it. I'm keeping to myself. I'm doing what I need to do. And then I'm getting off of the tubes for good. So, really, that's all I really wanted to get up here and say. That's all I have to do. I just have to do my work. I'm focusing on myself. I don't want anything to do with whatever, especially, when I try to be on good terms with everybody, I don't want any part of any of that, whatever it might be. Again, I'm speaking in just general terms. So, I'm just leaving it at that. I'm not anybody's enemy. I try to be decent with everybody. So all I'm doing is I'm finishing what I need to do, then I'm off the tubes. Because the times are changing. They are changing, and they are changing fast, faster than even I imagined. Even though, admittedly, I'll say that, 2 years ago, I had come into some information that made me think that back then we were going to have this international conflict with China, Russia, but fortunately, it didn't happen back then, and I had even more time to prepare. But everybody should be focusing inwards on improving themselves and getting themselves ready for what lay ahead, because what's coming isn't going to be easy for anybody. And everybody has family that they need to take care of. Everybody has responsibilities that they have to take care of. And people should be taking care of their families and not worrying about anything else. Because it's going to get very ugly in the future. And people have to take care of themselves. So, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you, TJ. Thank you. and Mary and Tommy and everybody. Thank you all. I should have a new audiobook part coming up pretty soon here. That'll be the next thing that I probably do, unless I give some more commentary on some of the other current situations going on. But most likely, it'll be an audiobook reading. Again, I didn't come up here to say anything about anybody in particular. I'm speaking in just general terms. People should be more introspective. People should be looking more inward and trying to improve themselves and treating each other with dignity and respect and not lying to anybody nor on anybody. So I just wanted to get up here and reaffirm my position as it relates to such issues, because really, there's a lot of damage going on anymore, and it's affecting a lot of people. It's affecting a lot of people. And I don't like to see that because, again, I'm not taking any sides in anything. I'm just simply saying that, ordinary people should be united in a common cause, because there's very evil people that are higher up in the rungs, whether it's in these Western banking, satanic banking oligarchy classes, or whether it's in the East or whatever. There's people higher up in the rungs that are trying to divvy up people and get them to hate each other, and that's very real. And there is a separation going on, yes, but I'm just reminding people that everybody should be trying to improve themselves and not trying to focus outward so much, that energy, when they could be working on themselves and improving themselves. Again, I'm just speaking in general terms, but that's what the Word is all about. That's what the Word is all about. It's all about a personal relationship with Yeshua Messiah, with the Most High God, with the Holy Spirit. That's what the Word's all about. It's all about pursuing that personal relationship. It's about improving your own self with Yeshua Messiah as your personal Savior. So it's also about how we treat each other. So let's all remember to be patient with one another. Be decent with one another. And be honest with one another. Be honest. Honesty is everything. Integrity is everything. That's all I really had to say about all this. Hope everybody has a blessed evening tonight.